Okay, I think we're live.
We're live. Wait, that cable is not seated in there the right way. Cool. Okay, so I can see the comments right there.
Yep,
Sweet.
we're live.
Live.
Live and live in color.
Live from New York. It's Fix My Oculus. But not really New York. Oh, there's Isa.
Isa!
What's up? Tried and true. Always in my comments.
Oh, we need some background music.
Oh.
Probably. I could put some up, but we just started. I don't want to mess anything up.
Yeah, don't mess anything up. I got you.
You got me.
Got you. Focus.
Focus, focus. Good, awesome. We're going to get some La Musica going in the background.
Musica. Let's see what we got here.
I just feel like it's super quiet, so when we don't have any music, it just sounds super quiet in the room.
Except for the computer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
except for the computer fans, yeah. That's all you're hearing.
Is that about right? Can you hear that in the headphones?
Yeah, you could just maybe adjust this gain on the microphone. On the bottom, you turn it.
Oh.
Yeah,
How's that? Better?
I think that's good right there.
Better? Okay. Why? Not sure. Why? Oh, well, we're just testing the audio, but there's some static.
Some static.
What about now? Is there static now?
I'm gonna see if I can adjust that static.
Okay.
Do we still have static?
Issa always wants to see the parts. This is the LCD assembly for the Quest 3. These lenses are kind of dirty.
Got some heavy usage.
Yeah. These are not as easy to clean and polish as the Quest 2 lenses. I don't know if it's the type of plastic that they're using or what exactly is going on, but I've tried polishing and buffing these the same way that we do with the Quest 2 lenses, and it just doesn't work as well. So that's definitely going to be something we need to play with. But there's some static. Is the static still there? I do feel like it takes a little while to get people in the live on YouTube. I feel like TikTok's like immediate.
What are we specifically working on today?
We're doing. I'm just doing a Quest 3 assembly. So.
Sweet. I came in today not even knowing what we were working on today.
Yeah.
I was called and I was like, I gotta set up.
Yeah. I did the disassembly on this last night. This was another one of those speaker arm repairs. The O-rings in these Quest 3s, these little things here that sit inside the ears are so fragile. They're so delicate. It is just the thinnest piece of plastic held in with like 2 screws. The other side's not nearly as bad. These are much more durable, and I think it's because the screws are closer to the outside. You can see that right there. The screws are closer to the outside. Is that a better angle? Is that a better angle? I kind of like that.
The one at the bottom.
Yeah, so you can see like the screw holes here are closer to the outside of the ring. So I think that the fulcrum points on those are not nearly as likely toward damage as the fulcrum points on these. So you can see like with those 2 screws in the middle, if somebody yanks on the speaker arm, man, they just go. I've probably fixed 10 of these at this point out of the 25 or 30 Quest 3s that have come through in the last month or two. I'd say like half to a third are just the speaker arms and just the O-rings. P-Fur getting some camera time.
Yo.
What's up, Magilla? Thanks for joining.
Magilla.
Oh, Issa says the static issue's not any better. Is anybody else getting any static?
I said, is the static still there? And they said no.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Hey, who's CCDRJ Wools?
Yeah.
That. I know that guy. That's hilarious.
That's funny. I wonder what the J is for. I don't know.
You should know.
I should know.
Yeah. We'll never know. It'll always be a mystery. Maybe it's Junior?
No, it's not Junior. There's no juniors.
There's no juniors?
No.
Not yet?
No, not yet.
Eventually, right? At some point, there may be one.
Lucy likes the idea of a junior.
Yeah.
But I'm not as keen on it.
I had this small conversation with my girlfriend, and she asked me, like, we talked about baby names. I know that sounds serious, but it wasn't a serious conversation.
Yeah, it does sound serious.
I know it does, but it wasn't. And she said, what would you want to name your kid? I was like, I like Preston a lot. That's
Preston's a good name.
Yeah, I like that name.
Edward's a good name too.
Getting teed up for the show tonight.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
We got this show, and then we got the next show.
Yep. We play some music
on the side.
On the side, yeah. So we got the VR repair going, and then we play some music, 90s grunge music.
Can you open a PSVR? I could open a PSVR. I'm working on this Quest 3 right now, but we should do a PSVR teardown sometime. I've not done one in quite some time, because you can get those things on eBay for like $50. So nobody really ever sends them in to us.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Idea, yeah.
We do have that PSVR 2 I've not torn down. I've only done like a couple of those, and I've just got one sitting on the shelf there that we could do as a teardown. That would be fun. Okay.
I don't know that I've ever seen a PSVR tear. Like, I've not seen the insides of one yet.
Oh yeah. It's very uncommon, because the only thing that really goes bad on those units is the cables.
I see.
That's the only thing we ever get requests about, is the cables. The actual units themselves, I don't know if it's a design thing or if it's a use case thing. Like with the HTCs, my theory that why we don't see that many HTCs is because, well, they're tethered. Like, they're tethered and they don't have computing power. They're just visual audio units. So if they're tethered, well, you can only run so far with one. The chances that you're going to run into the wall or take it in a car or take it outside or the dog's going to get it is like almost zero. It's very close to zero. Yeah. And then without any computing power, you know, they just don't have as many components to go bad. And I think the same could be said for the PSVR. Like, there's just not much to them. Yeah. They're screens and speakers.
That's true. They're really not very complicated devices.
Issa's always asking for things like that too. It's always funny. Like, anytime I open up my comments, like, I'm looking at the dashboard and I'm like, oh, who commented on this post? And Issa's like, can you open up a Pico 4? Can you show me the motherboard for the Pico 3? I'd like to see the battery compartment on the blah, 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 blah. I always get a kick out of it. I'm not making fun of you. I think it's great. I love the interaction. I'm just like, man, this is a lot of homework. That's why I don't go to school anymore, because I don't like homework.
I was terrible at doing homework.
I know, same, yeah.
I just could not commit to it. I got so much trouble.
I did too.
All the time. I had to have a planner, right? When, I don't know what grade, maybe 4th grade or 3rd, 4th grade, we started using planners. Never filled it out. Yep. Or if I had to take it home to have my mom or dad sign off on the planner, I'd fill it out last second or last minute, and I'd take it in. But I remember always getting in trouble for having to do my planner. To this day, I still, my life without the planner.
Yep. That's funny. I had a professor in college, my physics professor. I did fine on the tests. I never missed a lab assignment, never missed a quiz, never missed a test. Always did fine on that stuff. and I was like running like a straight like B- in that class. I never did the homework, and he came up to me probably like 2 weeks before the final, and he was like, if you just do the homework for this class, you'd have an A in it. And I was like, yeah, I know. And he was like, I'll give you a week to do the homework. And I was like, so I just crammed all of the homework assignments for the whole course into like the last like week of the course. And
the things our parents don't know and the things they do know.
Yeah. Well.
Yep. We don't have to go into.
I graduated. That's what matters.
Graduated.
I did get an A in that class, which is kind of astonishing because I hate physics. Like, I like the concept of physics, but I hate the actual like memorizing the equations, and
right.
It is just not my jam.
It's not his jam. Let's see here.
I always did better in classes that had writing assignments. Like if I could write a paper about it, oh, I'm acing that class.
Really?
Oh yeah. If I gotta memorize a bunch of stuff, then that becomes a much greater challenge. Is getting the Quest 2 new cheaper than unknown tracking problem fixed? No. If you have the unknown tracking problem, you probably have a camera bad on your Quest. Where's Quest? So the Quest has the 4 tracking cameras on the outside, and one of those is damaged. It's probably this one, and I say that because for whatever reason, 75% of the time it's this camera that goes bad, and then probably 10% of the time it's this one, and then the other like remaining 15% it's one of these two. These two are just more recessed than these ones, and they have more support because the Bluetooth retainer sits on top of them. For whatever reason, it's almost always this one, but it's way cheaper for us to fix it than it is for you to get a new one. New Quest 2's like $200, and I can usually do that repair, shipping, parts, labor, all inclusive for like $80-$90. So kind of depends on where you are in the world, what the shipping cost is. If you're in the US, then we do the shipping for free. We just kind of do that for our US based customers. If you're outside of the US, then shipping can be quite a bit more depending on where you're at. So we're not as pliable there, but I would say, yeah, the camera replacement. And if you don't want to send it in, then you're really saving money because I've got tutorials on how to do this specific camera repair, and you can buy a camera off our website for $30 as what the part costs, and then install it yourself. Maybe takes 30 minutes of your time. And like I said, the tutorial, I feel like our tutorials are pretty comprehensive. Of course, you can always reach out to us if you have any questions. Right. But you could, $200 new headset, $80 to $90 repair service, or $30 DIY. So way cheaper to fix it. Way cheaper to fix it.
I probably should put the
what else we got?
FMO website up or something. I'll try to find if I can put the link or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll put it in the chat. That's what I'll do, so people will know. Boom.
Would you grab that, like the link from the website, the camera link, and just at Magilla in case they want to get that?
It can be done.
It can be done. I should take a picture, by the way.
You said the link from what was the device?
From the camera.
Okay. Let's see. Fix my Oculus.
Oh man. Go live on YouTube. How many people we got in the stream? Like one?
We have 3.
Okay.
I'm one.
Who knows?
Is that for the Quest 2? Quest 2 camera repair?
Yeah, the Quest 2 camera.
Okay, I'll send the link.
Oops. I don't know why it always recommends this rap song. Well, Theory of a Dead Man's got a song on TikTok.
Magilla, that's the link to the camera repair at the fixmyoculus.com website.
Cool.
So super cool.
So super cool. All right, what's next? Got to put the battery in the Quest 3.
Yeah, that's right.
I tore one of these Quest 2 batteries down the other day, and I was kind of surprised at how simple they are. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, this because they come in these. They've got these plastic compartments, not like these ones. These ones, the battery just pops out of there. But they come in these compartments, and they've got an aluminum shield on here, which I've misplaced.
We did talk about that.
But yeah, most of the battery is. First of all, here's a great comparison for you: Quest 2 battery, Quest 3 battery. Like, huge size difference. But about the same weight. We should weigh these batteries and see what the weight difference is between the batteries, because this one's definitely bigger. What is that?
That's the Quest 3?
Yeah, this is the Quest 3. This is 4,800 milliamp hours. And this one doesn't say how many milliamp hours. But anyway, Quest 3 battery. The Quest 2 battery
substantially larger.
Yeah, and then the battery connection terminal is just this thing. So here, it just sits in this plastic compartment. Boop. And then that just connects on the end right there. So, yeah. Don't disassemble batteries at home, kids. You might start a fire.
They could blow up.
They could blow up, straight up.
So, I have not done it yet, but when you poke your battery, and I've worked with them before, you'll smell this fruity smell come from the battery. So that means you've punctured the battery, and that I would recommend like putting it in sand or going outside immediately or just stepping away.
Fruity smell.
It'll be like a fruity smell. It'll come from, it's an aroma that comes from the battery.
Huh.
It's almost like a Fruit Loopy smell. It's
okay.
Kind of strange, yeah.
All right.
And
so if you start smelling burning Fruit Loops,
it smells pretty good actually. Probably recommend to step away because there's my understanding, if you puncture it completely, it could cause some sort of charring or burning and burn through your table.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. We've not done it here before. We've done a lot of computer repair and laptop and battery swaps, and same with the FMO stuff.
Yep.
I've not seen it happen here yet, and I've done it for years, but I've smelled the fruity smell once or twice.
Well, we've done a ton of the Quest 2 battery replacements, but the thing about the Quest 2 battery replacements is that they are so well protected. They come in those cases with those aluminum covers. So,
yeah. Well, I think they try to add that protection so it doesn't get punctured. Or the other thought is if something were to happen, it would protect it to an extent. If, let's say, the battery was to explode, or I'm not saying they will. I don't want Zuck coming after me being like, "You said our batteries are going to explode."
In fairness, I've never seen a Quest 2 battery explode. The charge ports, absolutely. That would hold up in court. I'd just walk in there with a pile of like the melted charge ports. Like, no, Your Honor, look. It's not libel. It's not slander, I swear. They'd probably win anyway.
We don't have enough money.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting in a what would you say, like a smaller than a jail cell.
Yeah.
Doing this podcast
10 by 10 room.
This live feed. Criminals got better room than us.
Mark Zuckerberg's got an office that's like on the ocean. He's like parasailing right now on a Zoom call.
Living the life.
I know. Some people just get it.
Yeah. They got lucky. They did some stuff. It worked.
How's the audio? Good. Okay, cool. Oh, sweet.
How's that coming on that side on that camera or that
I like it. Yeah.
Is it working good?
Yeah, this is perfect.
See it. I'll be right back.
We're doing a visual audit. I love the little like and comment thing. I think that's cool.
The like and comment?
Yeah, down on the bottom.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I found something. I was like, we need to fill that space up.
Yeah. I'll get you the PNG for the sticker that we use because it's round. Okay. Might look a little sharper.
Maybe we'll throw some stickers up for sale.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Could do that too. I like the idea of doing decals for the headsets. You know,
Oh yeah.
we've talked about that before. Alrighty.
The decals.
I'm surprised nobody's jumping in here with any questions. I mean, I guess McGilla had a question.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of early. We don't usually do, what is it? For us, it's Central Standard Time. So it's 10:23 right now.
Yeah.
So I'd say typically we don't do videos this early in the day. We're really just kind of making a test run of some of the live stream on YouTube stuff. So
yeah. I think once we get the hang of it, it'd definitely be a lot of fun to do it at night.
Yeah, I agree.
The late night repairs. Fix my Oculus. That's when people are on YouTube, you know. It's the 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. crowd. I always notice like our videos that I post, that didn't go there. Our videos that I post at like 11 p.m. Seem to do the best. Because like I'll post if I post a video at noon, then maybe it'll get like a few hundred follows throughout the day. If I post a video at 11 p.m., it'll catch a few hundred people like right there in that like 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. window. And then by the time I wake up in the morning, it's got like thousands of views. I don't know if it's something like the algorithm is just triggered because people have to watch it because there's new content. Or I don't know if I'm kind of playing the system a little bit or what's up there, but it does seem to work out pretty well. Like I'll post one of our big videos in the middle of the day, and then I'll take the shorts from that video and post those all like between like 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. and try to trigger the shorts to go viral so that it feeds back into the big video.
I know we were having that conversation of like how does it actually work and how do the algorithms work? How do you say that? Algorithms?
Yeah.
And then because we have a large TikTok presence, and then the YouTube stuff is a little bit harder to get traction on. So I just find it interesting to see the comparison. Obviously, the TikTok's been going on a lot longer, but
yeah, I think that's part of it. We jumped on the TikTok bandwagon, a couple years ago now.
Yeah.
And really, I live streamed a lot there in those early days because it was just we were reaping the benefits of it. We also ran ads on TikTok, and I don't know if that's worth it to us at this point in the game to run ads because we do get good traction, but that was a factor, is that we ran some ads on those TikTok videos, which I think helped early on.
Well, I think people, if they want to kind of get ahead quicker through TikTok, I think running the ads is probably the way to go. I feel like they would probably have I don't know, it just kind of just moves you ahead a little bit of the line.
Yeah.
You can do the work and you can get to that point. It just takes a little longer, so you have some money.
Well, that's kind of where my brain goes with the YouTube thing, though, right? Is that it's like, okay, well, what if we wanted to get into that 10,000 person range? If you ran ads to reach more people, doubled your reach, would you reach that faster? Yeah, it's a good way to think about it. Yeah. Would it move you ahead further in the line?
But some people just get lucky and just have something just go crazy.
Blow up,
yeah. They win the lottery.
But we've had a couple of videos like really get a lot of traffic, and I don't feel like it converts the way that people think that it converts. Because like on TikTok, we had a video that hit like 170,000 views recently, and it got a lot of interaction. Like our channel got a lot of positive interaction, but that didn't convert to like 100,000 followers. It maybe converted to 500 followers.
Yeah.
I get more followers from the live streams.
That's where the big bulk of it comes from, I think, is the live stream stuff. So
yeah.
If you're looking to get into TikTok stuff, or at least like live streaming, starting to get kind of a name out there, first you've got to build the audience, right? You need 1,000 views, and then you have to get approved to do the live stream stuff. And then once that's done, then you can start going live. But they want consistency.
Yep.
That's the thing. It's being consistent.
Yep.
And then finding for me, or not for me, but just in general for people, is finding that niche that people want to watch. That's tough to do. It can be tough to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you like playing guitar and that's what you want to do, even though there's a bunch of people playing guitar, finding that niche to play guitar.
Finding the niche. Yep.
Yeah.
Niche down. That's what they always say. That's why people, they jump in the comments and they're like, "Could you fix my Xbox thing or the PSVR, blah, or the PlayStation controllers or something like that?" And it's like, I mean, yeah, we could fix that stuff, but that's really not what we're doing here. I don't want to get into a conversation about fixing PlayStation controllers, because then you lose the people who are really interested in the VR stuff, And
yeah.
we're trying to talk to those people. So my tracking goes everywhere on the left controller, but on the right controller is fine. I don't know why. Usually the tracking, so let me go to the controller here. You're tracking on your controllers. You've got these IR emitters, so these little diodes emit infrared light. And what happens is you've got two sets of them. It kind of looks like one big ribbon that goes around, but really it's two ribbons that plug into either side of the motherboard. Plug in on either side of the motherboard. And you're going to take a look here as well. But and then you can see where it separates in the back. So these ribbons actually don't connect. So usually what we see is when your tracking's bad on one of the controllers, one or both of these ribbons has gotten some damage. Most of the time it's the outside one, because this side's just a little flimsy. This part is part of the frame, so it's actually just one big piece here, but this is a separate component. And then if this gets lifted up, that ribbon will tear, and then anytime you face the controller that way, or anytime that it can't see this set of the IR diodes, then you'll lose that tracking. So that's fairly common, but again, very repairable. We just throw a new ribbon in there, and sometimes a new plastic piece in there, and that'll fix that problem. So thank you for the question, by the way.
The more you know.
If I send my headset up with, I can't read that because there's a heart in the way. Plus the part, do I get a discount? Yeah, usually we'll discount you the price of the part. I have a tendency to want to test those parts first, because sometimes people get them from unreliable sources. I've noticed a lot of the joysticks that get sold on eBay or on Amazon are pulled from, sketchy places sometimes. So I do have a tendency to want to test those things. But if you send me a charge port and our charge port repair service is $99 and it works, then we'll deduct the price of that part, because I don't have to fork out that part. So yes, good question.
We've got lots of parts too.
We do have lots of parts. So if you don't want to buy the part, you could just get it from us. If you are looking for discounts and things on our repair services, I would recommend joining our email list on our website. So if you join our email list right now, we're giving out the free Fix My Oculus Quest 2 field guide. So it's just like basic troubleshooting and maintenance things. It's a 20-page PDF. But if you sign up for our emails, you get that for free. But then we send out discounts, I'd say every other week, probably 2 or 3 times a month. You get a discount on something. So 20%, 15%, just kind of varies depending on the week, but we're almost always running some sort of discount for our email subscribers. Is it Fix It Good website? iFixit?
iFixit, yeah.
Yeah, iFixit's fine.
They're credible.
Yeah.
They have some good stuff. I think personally though, because we've looked at pricing for computer repairs and other repairs and things like that, and teardowns, and their pricing is a little expensive, I feel like, on some things, but generally they have stuff that most people don't have really available, plus it's good quality, but it is kind of expensive, I feel like. So
yeah, I feel like in most cases we're cheaper for components and parts than iFixit. Because we know, just full transparency, we know we're the smaller business. We have to compete for business somehow. So price is a pretty good way to do that.
Yeah. That was a good question also.
Yeah. I love the questions. I think it's funny how quickly these Quest 3s come together. You know what I like about them? I don't have to worry about that Wi-Fi antenna that runs behind the board on these.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
I swear, no matter how many Quest 2s I do, I still probably miss it 20% of the time. Darn it.
Well, you were telling me the other day that the Quest 3 is just getting a little easier to tear down and put it back together.
Yeah. I've done probably probably 30 of these units in the last couple months, and so yeah, I'm much more fluid with it than I was, when they first came out. When they first came out, we were pretty much going in blind. We did our teardown before iFixit did theirs.
We'll probably try to get the Quest
3S.
3S is coming. So
Yep.
That'll be an interesting teardown. How close it is comparatively to the Quest 3.
I'm very curious because the sensor array looked completely different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Oh no.
But I can't tell if it's supposed to be a Quest 2 replacement or if it's supposed to be more like a Quest Go thing. Is it just supposed to link to other devices?
That's a good question.
Is it just something that's gonna like pair to your Meta app on your phone and you can just like watch things from your phone? Yeah, let's look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look to see.
Jamie, pull that up for me.
Quest 3S. If you guys have ever had an Apple iPhone, they have the S model, so like the 6S, the 7S. Nobody ever really knew what the S stood for. And I think there was never really like anything that was released by Apple on why the S was the S.
Stands for. Well, we can't call it that. What can we call it? Let's just leave it at S.
Let's leave it. The Quest S3 specs and leaks. I do like the design, but it kind of reminds me of the Oculus Go a little bit.
Yeah.
Do we have an Oculus Go here? Like,
not in front of me.
Let me go grab one real quick.
Yeah.
See if I'll go grab one real quick.
What is that thing that people have where they're like afraid of the holes? Trypophobia?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's an old unit.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about this is they don't have any tracking at all.
No.
There's no sensors.
None. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
Like it. I wonder if I can get let me see if I can get a screen capture here. Display capture. Capture. Let's do capture.
What really breaks on these? Speaker arms?
Yeah, with great speaker arms and the micro
So big
USB.
too. Look at this.
That's what it's gonna look like.
Look at this was the Oculus Go. This was like the smallest VR headset that you could buy, and then compare it to the Quest 3.
Yep. That is crazy.
I'm out of focus. Blurry.
Yep, there we go.
There it is. But yeah, that's just a crazy size difference. All right.
Yeah, Quest 3S price release. Release date is supposed to be September 25th, so
That's coming up.
next month.
Well, they're gonna do MetaConnect is the 24th.
That's right. Which we're gonna be at digitally.
Digitally.
We're gonna be at MetaConnect digitally, so join us over there. I think we'll throw on a couple of Quest 3 headsets and jump in.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Over in Horizons, because last year they did it in Horizon.
Chargeport works. That's a good sign. Chargeport works. This unit's dead.
I'll be excited to see what else they come up with. I'm sure there'll be something else that we're not privy to.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this last night. Is that they're running low on stock on the Ray-Bans, the smart glasses.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that they come out with. I was thinking about. We were talking about buying some of those recently,
Should wait.
and I think we should wait and see what they come out with because they've not replenished stock on a lot of those models. I think that they're getting ready to release something really cool. At least I'm hoping for that.
I really do want to get a pair. I think we should get a pair.
For sure. If not, hopefully they release hopefully they release something, but we could at least get like the first generation cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's charging. Got the orange light there. So
Great success.
we can proceed forward.
Where's that one going back to?
Where is it going back to? This is going to... Put the label
The
over.
suspense.
Gosh, I don't know. There's no address on here.
No! Could be Texas.
Could be Texas. I can't read because we put our label over top of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Whatever. But this is Sheila's.
Cool. Sheila. Headset looks like it's working.
Yeah.
We're going to do some post-repair checks. And we'll send it back.
Gosh, I wish I could read that. Mazeland.
It would be funny if it was Texas. I'm totally guessing.
Yeah. Where's Mazeland?
Mazeland. Let's take a look. Where's Mazeland? Mazeland.
2 words.
It's 2 words.
Mazeland. Yeah.
Where's Mazeland?
Maze Landing. Oh, New Jersey. Okay, cool.
New Jersey. That's interesting. Now we know.
Now we know.
I know where that's at. I had no idea that existed.
Nobody did. It's a ghost town.
It's a ghost town.
I was listening to somebody last night talk about like the comic book placements of DC cities, because all the Avengers stuff just happens in like it's 1-to-1. Like Stark Towers in New York City, Spider-Man's in New York City, Daredevil's in Hell's Kitchen, which is in New York City. But in DC, like they have made up cities. But they also have the real cities. And apparently, up and through like the 70s, Metropolis was just like adjacent to New York. Like they were like it was like Manhattan, and then Metropolis was right next to it. And Gotham is canonically in New Jersey on the other side.
How does that work?
How does that work?
It's probably a little bit of cheap writing. Like Easy Rider, make it easier.
Yeah. And then, apparently and then they moved Metropolis in like the 80s to be in Delaware. So now you've got New York, and then Gotham, and then Delaware. So they're all like 3 cities, all in that big area there. So
I had no idea.
I had no idea either. So
I'd always seen the cartoon or read the comic where Superman would go to Gotham, or vice versa, and Batman would go, and I didn't realize maybe they were a lot closer than it seemed.
See, I always, and maybe this is because I kind of grew up on the Michael Keaton and like the Christian Bale movies.
Yeah.
But because all of the Christian Bale movies were filmed in Chicago. So I always felt like Gotham was Chicago and the Metropolis was New York.
Yeah.
And they were like pretty far apart. But then when you get to the Batman v Superman stuff, or like when you watch like the Justice League Unlimited, like the old cartoon show, you're like, no, those two are right next to each other in those incarnations of the show. So, or the universe.
Do you know where the Teen Titan Tower is? Where's that at?
I don't know.
Is that in Metropolis? Gosh, I gotta look up now. Where? Oh, maybe I should spell where correctly. Where is the Teen Titan Tower located? We're gonna find out today.
You know whose city placement I really like is Akira Toriyama's. Because if you read Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, they've got East City, which is in the east.
I see.
Or South City, which is in the south. Where are the androids going to show up? They're going to show up in South City. Oh, I wonder where the fuck that is. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't swear.
Broke it.
Oh, no. Demonetized.
We might happen.
We're not monetized.
Stamford, Connecticut is where the fictional Teen Titan headquarters is located.
Okay. All right.
1241 East Main Street.
Interesting.
From 1991 to 2023, it was the global headquarters for World Wrestling Entertainment. It's kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
So Teen Titan Tower was where the World Federation Entertainment headquarters was at. The more you know. Had no idea. It's a new one on me.
That is funny.
Yeah. East City. South City. North City. They just got lazy.
Yeah.
Or very smart.
Makes sense to put it in Stanford, though, because the teenagers, they'd all be like high school, college age, you know? So, like, any of them that are in college, you know, if Dick Grayson wants to go to college, he probably just goes to Stanford, you know? It's just right there. There's a bunch of colleges in that area.
Yeah.
So, you know, Wally West and Dick Grayson and all them, they can still be superheroes.
And go to school.
And go to school.
Get an education.
Oh, goodness.
Looks like we're winding down.
We are. We're getting close. Getting close. Good thing I got my caffeine here.
Yeah.
I was thinking we should reach out to an energy drink person.
I wonder if there's anybody local. There's got to be somebody local.
There's one out of Texas that was started by a UFC fighter I was thinking about reaching out to. They're a pretty small brand. I think they're probably, I don't know.
They might.
Yeah. I mean, not on YouTube so much, but on TikTok, we've always got a few thousand people that jump in. I mean, our average like watch is, 10,000 views on our TikTok live streams.
Yeah.
So if I was like, I just need an energy drink that I can drink during my live streams, if you just want to send me like a case of them,
Yeah. What are we drinking today, Daniel?
I do 20 streams a month, so I need at least that many energy drinks.
We used to carry a lot of energy drinks here. We have a fridge with a bunch of sodas and water, and we used to have energy drinks. We just don't have them anymore.
Yeah, just kind of got away from it.
Rockstar, so we have a contract with Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all they have is Rockstar. I don't drink energy drinks. So.
I'm just not a big Rockstar person. There's a couple energy drinks that I'm just like not into. I don't like Monster. I've never liked any flavor of Monster that I've ever had, and I'm not big on Rockstar. The Nosses are okay, but I like the Reigns. I like the Bangs.
Actually, I kind of like Red Bull. I don't drink it, but maybe once a year. But I like the flavor of Red Bull.
Yeah, I'll have a Red Bull every now and then. Part of the problem is the caffeine content on some of those. Like the Red Bulls have a lot of caffeine on them, and so do the Monsters. Whereas the Bangs and the Reigns, they have like half as much caffeine as those. Like a Red Bull this same size probably has 500 milligrams of caffeine. This has 250.
I'd rather drink tea.
Well, yeah. Mr. Healthy over here.
I don't feel healthy. I had pizza last night.
Oh, yeah. You too, huh?
CCDRJ Wolves said, try Optimal Human.
Nice plug. I like that.
That's pretty good.
I should wear my Optimal Human shirt for one of these streams sometimes and then
Reach
send it
out
to
to
the guys.
them.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, you want to sponsor this?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, they might.
Yeah, maybe.
They sponsor shows that are smaller than ours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
There's this like ride with video. There's a college student up at the U of A who does a ride around program where he meets up with athletes for like coffee, and then they ride around and talk about sports and stuff. And
interesting.
He maybe only has like 10,000 followers or something like that, but they pay him like $500 a month.
What?
Yeah. At least they were.
Yeah, you should reach out to them. See what they say. I do like the idea of the energy drink thing, though.
Yeah. I don't see why not. Somebody'd be open to it. There's some small energy drink brand that's like, oh, if only somebody would reach out to us.
It does work. It works for us. We don't have energy drinks, but we have a service, and we've connected with other content creators.
Yeah.
So that kind of ties into that conversation we had earlier about how do you move forward in your channel, and how do you get to where you're at. It's, one, you can pay to run ads, and the other one is, you can pay content creators to promote your channel, and most of the time they're not going to turn away free money. So I say free money. Do a plug. They'll do a plug for you and do a bid, and then that will attract some business. So
Tatiana over at Disco, she did say that she's got some other ideas that she was wanting to pitch to us. So
okay,
I need to reach out to her, and I messaged her the other day and just let her know that we really liked the video. And
she's Disco VR, right?
yeah, Disco,
yeah.
yeah. So I really do like her content, and you know, that's the hard thing about the content creator thing, is that you don't just want to partner up with anybody. You know, you got to partner up with people who like really align with what you're doing. And there's certain people in the VR space that I really wouldn't want to. Not that I dislike them personally, but I just don't think that their content aligns with us. And
yeah,
Tatiana, she does all the Disco stuff. She does all the side load or side quest VR stuff.
Yeah.
So doing the side quest stuff, and like the video that she did for us recently about, you know, the battery life thing, like that just works so perfectly with what we do, because that's what her viewers are there for, is to, okay, how do I fix this? How do I do this? How do I do this mod? You know, like
she's got a little bit of a following too.
Yeah.
I mean, she's.
I think we need to trick out a headset and send it to her.
Like really a disco-y.
Yeah.
Or whatever like themed color is or something.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah,
big logo and paint and, you know, super cool. And
we're coming for you, Tatiana.
Yeah. In a good way.
In a good way, yeah. No hits.
This headset's dead.
Has it been sitting there charging for a minute?
No, I just plugged it in to make sure it was charging, and then I took it. I don't like to work on them when they're on the charger because there's power going through the board, so I usually take it out.
Makes sense.
But I do need it to just come on so I can make sure that it tracks.
Come on now. Come as you are, as you were. Probably shouldn't sing. Not that good.
I'm about to turn into a pumpkin.
Yep. Any final words? Any final thoughts?
No. I'm glad the CCDRJ Wolves is still in the chat, hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun.
Yep. A handful of viewers today.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
It does help our watch hours, and it helps, you know, generate things. Yep, there's my...
That's the alarm.
That's the alarm.
The studio goes back to being a repair shop, workbench.
Workbench, yeah.
A repair area. You can't see it, but there's quite a few lights in here, and obviously we got the microphone with him set up, and I'm working the broadcasting software. It's been an interesting attempt to make sure everything works correctly. Definitely challenging. It probably took me an hour to set up today.
Yeah.
I just could not seem to get things going.
Well, we changed the things up since the last time we did it. I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
This is a lot more going on. Love that camera though. I think that's great. I think that's really doing the job.
I'm not sure if I do like it. Just what I can see from my end, but
what about it? Don't you like?
I love the clarity on the DSL or the mirrorless camera.
Oh yeah.
And I just can't seem to get as clear of an image.
Okay.
But it looks okay. Like,
to me,
bad.
Yeah. Maybe it's an auto-focusing thing. I can't tell where the focus is sometimes. Maybe if we turn the auto, can you turn the autofocus off on that?
I think
and
I
just
did.
fix the focus.
Let me see.
Okay. No, because it's still auto-focusing. When I stick my hand up there, it autofocuses.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Camera control. Autofocus. I can turn it off. Oh, now I've got to adjust it. I think that's good right there. I did the autofocus on my own. Okay. Oh no. We lost the stream.
Oh no, did we?
Yep.
Oh, well.
And it's gone. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I adjusted the autofocus and it's a very sensitive thing.
Now we know.
Release track. You're already screwed back together. Yay! All right. This person definitely tried to open this fucking thing up before they sent it to us.
Well, I guess we are still kind of live. You're not live, but I'm live.
Oh.
That camera's not live. Okay. We'll see you guys later. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah, we're going to do it again next week.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, next week.